All right, so is avoiding prison just about staying away from crime, or is it deeper than that?
It's deeper than that, cause any given day you can be put in a situation where you have to hurt somebody to keep from getting hurt.
Okay.
And then it is a real thing about the wrong place, wrong time. So it ain't nothing. You can do what you gotta do to basically you can don't break the law, but you can't say something won't just fall in your lap at the same time. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some shit you be on thought when illegal back when you did it, catch up with you 10 years from now. Be knocking at your front door.
How do you stop someone from robbing you without making yourself a target?
How do I stop somebody
I'm
from
gonna
robbing me?
come back to that question because I don't like how it's formatted. What's the most common ways a person can get robbed in prison?
Get robbed in prison?
Mm-hmm.
How can you rob me in prison? Shit, the way from what I hear, it is nothing. You can just walk up to it, take your shit now. But when I was in there,
What about dead man's curd? You got a dead man's curd story? Not for real. That was a
mm-mm.
myth. Is that an Alto myth?
Man, dead man, crazy there with folk fight there. You go down there and fight. That's about
That's
it.
it. It wasn't like the.
I wasn't no nigga getting killed like that back then, man. And all that stuff, man. Hey, a lot of this stuff was exaggerated. God damn, how my dumb ass ended up in there. It was exaggerated. The nigga would learn how to do the knees and
Yeah,
bows
yeah,
and
yeah.
fight. They exaggerated, so I wanted to go in there and check it out.
Okay. So, how would an individual mentally recover from being raped in prison, if at all?
Shit, I don't know the answer to that shit.
If you was a doctor and you had to prescribe a person a way to mentally recover, what advice would you have for them?
Kill everybody that did it to you.
Thus, increasing more violence.
Yeah, because they can't tell the story. You got to kill them.
Do you think the legal system is designed to trap certain people, or do we set ourselves up?
Set ourselves up.
How so? What if you was born and your mama smoked dope, your dad in jail, and the odds is stacked against you? Your sister a stripper, your brother sell dope, and all of these things are kind of these cards are dealt to you by way of the government indirectly.
But that's every race go through that though.
Every race don't go through that.
Shit, go to Kentucky. That the poet state. You go
Yeah,
out there. That's ridiculous
you
out there.
got some people that is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. You got
Yeah,
people that's
it's people that
born with
born with silver spoon, but it's every race go through the same shit, dude.
it ain't the same, bro.
Why not?
Cause I'm saying you living in an environment that is highly susceptible to unlawfulness.
You ever been to Cabbage Town?
I ain't talking about Cabbage Town. I'm talking about Buckhead. I'm talking about places in Kentucky where it's gate. It's a gated community. I ain't talking about.
Kentucky got some places like Bankhead Court out there, dude.
And I understand it, but we both agree that there's a population of people that they won't even make it down to this level. They won't reach a courthouse. They don't understand what addiction is. They ain't never robbed nobody. They ain't never been placed in these situations. Their biggest concern is being on the polo team or playing racquetball. It's different worlds.
But you saying every race ain't went through drug abuse.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that drugs are readily available for all people. I'm saying that, but for brown and black people, some of the drugs, because of the financial climate of those communities, they're less likely to make it to rehab. For the most part, they work it out or they don't work it out. But then within that, they create trauma and they create other dope things and they create unlawfulness and they force the property value to go down. So I'm saying these are issues that are majority center in the black and brown communities. You have a population of people, it's a different set of issues. It's
But they got the same thing in the trailer park.
I ain't talking about the trailer park. See, this is the thing. The trailer park, Cabbage Town, that sector of Kentucky you're talking about, they with us.
No, Cabbage Town in that it's an area in
And I
Atlanta just
understand it, but
poor
I'm
whites.
saying to a certain population, Cabbage Town is with us. They don't give a damn about Cabbage Town, just like they don't care nothing about East Atlanta. It's all the same to them. You see what I'm saying? I forgot what the question was. Fucking with you. So I have a series of questions. It goes from staying out to robbery to like some of the more vicious acts. Like, can a person who is raped in prison ever gain their self-respect? Regain their self-respect?
That goes back to when we was talking about Oprah Winfrey talking about prison.
Mhm.
I can't say nothing about rape because I ain't never been in that situation. So it's just certain things you can't say nothing about. You can't comment on it because you don't know what they go through.
Can you respect the person that's been raped?
Yeah, but you can't stop nobody from raping you. I used to talk to kids in the juvenile center trying a motherfucker had to kill me before they fuck me. Nigga ain't got to kill you, nigga.
Just knock
They
you
call
out.
that the yoke. Nigga, put your ass to sleep, nigga.
And I'm from Alto. They'll kill you for their rape.
Yeah. Yeah. So nigga be talking that talk, but man, at the end of the day, I wasn't somebody been raped. How can you do that? You can't hold that against them.
Okay.
You can't hold it like, oh nigga, you let a nigga rape you. Cause shit, if you got raped, that mean rape mean you couldn't do nothing about it. So I can't see how I lose respect for her. 'Cause I know a couple of people that they wouldn't rape, but they was messing around like that.
Yeah.
But still, I ain't. They choose to do what the fuck they want to do at the end of the day.
When you were in prison, did Caucasians have motion like they have now? And I'm assuming that they have motion. And when I say motion, like, is there a certain degree of respect that came along, or were they overlooked?
In my 11 years,
Mm-hmm.
I only been in dormitory with 3 white boys. White boy wasn't allowed in the dormitory I was in.
I'm saying I ain't talking about the chump off white boy. I'm talking about some of these thoroughbred hog tipping.
If it wasn't 50 of them, goddammit, they couldn't come in the dormitory. They just Georgia prison.
Yeah.
Georgia State Prison, like you had a couple of white boys in there. Like, you remember Mallory used to hang with us?
Yeah.
But because we looked out for Mallory.
Yeah.
We didn't use him or try to treat him like he went shit. We were there with him.
Yeah.
So look, he was the only white boy in the damn dormitory.
No, that was a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like in Georgia State Prison, white boys, no, hell no. They don't have no win in there. But I've been cool with like Mallory. What the old white boy named my little partner, man? Damn, what his name? Kind of chubby white dude. He was in the dorm with us too.
Not Spanky.
Spanky.
Yeah.
Spanky
cool. Spanky was a real. Yeah, hey man, Spanky was the first
Cabbage Town shot.
Hey man, I don't know what happened before I got there, but while I was there, Spanky didn't take no shit, man. Yeah, Spanky a fight.
Spanky was from Cabbage Town. You know what I'm saying? That was the hood ghetto for white people.
Yeah, he'll tell you, we'll fight, bro.
Yeah,
we'll fight. We'll fight.
And that's the thing, though. See, Spanky
I wonder what Spanky doing today, bro. Spanky almost got me locked down. Talking about, yeah, Butler, you can work with me third shift.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, so I was working with him third shift. Then you done had me to put this thing on the edge of my bed so I could work third shift. Man, them folk done told me to come in there and pack it up. They're like, who told you could work third shift? Shit, Spanky.
Yeah, everybody like Spanky. Yeah. You can beat him or he gonna fight.
He gonna fight. He don't care. Then he come back to my cell. Yo, scary ass. Hey man, shouts out to Spanky, bro. Cause me and Spanky used to be up third shift drinking coffee, man, and just bluffing. But that's crazy.
I had like 3 white boys I was real cool with in there because they were just good people, man. You don't let nobody mess with good people, know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had a couple white boys I was cool with.
Okay, so while we're on the topic of prison, and this is my prison page. Right now, there's a lot on blood stabbings, a lot of violations, a lot of blood on Muslim, Crip on blood. Why do you think that we as black people are so divided inside the prison?
Well, I don't know about the gang stuff, because it wasn't like that when I was in there, but they divided us in there. That's how they did. They had 14 all Atlanta, 13 were all down south. So long they got us divided, of course, when they opened the door together, we bump heads.
Right.
So they did it like that for a reason, to make us fight each other.
Yeah.
But when I was in there, wasn't that much game stuff going on in prison when I was in there.
Have you ever ran into an officer at Alto that would give you a one?
Hell yeah.
Who?
Officer G.
Oh yeah, G'll give you one.
I got small with G1 down like, nigga, you take out that bad, I beat your motherfucking ass.
He with it.
Nigga, he went with it. He did it. We went in the mock club.
I'm saying, what y'all got into it about? Y'all just shooting shit.
I don't got to be, you know, I'm the best wrestler in the dormitory.
Yeah.
I'm slamming everybody out in the mock club. So it was an officer. I think G married to her right now.
The white lady.
Yeah,
she was
fine.
thick too.
That nigga fine here.
Yeah.
So we used to be getting to her. We used to be getting them. We knocking them down. And he caught me. And that nigga gonna say some shit like, nigga, all you gotta do is take out that bad dog swing on your motherfucking ass. So we went in the mock club. We go in the mock club. He closed the door. I said, take out that. Boom, that nigga kicked me in my chest. That nigga knocked me over about 5 mop buckets.
Yeah, ain't what you thought it was.
I knew he was a kickboxing champion.
Yeah.
See, G know that kickboxing
Like
shit.
in real life.
He kicked me up on them buckets. He said, get your ass up. I said, what the fuck I'm gonna get up for? I already know I ain't gonna win. What the fuck I'm gonna get up for? I just laid down wet as fuck, man. But he respected me because I still talk shit every motherfucking day I see it. So the one thing about I do a lot of stupid shit with them officers, but they respect me because they know they jump on me.
Yeah.
Now G got me straight up.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know that. He ain't had to worry about me, but jump on me in that hole with handcuffs. Yeah. I'm coming up out that bitch. Somebody gonna pay for that shit. And they knew that for a fact. Transfer this motherfucker. He gonna do some dumb ass shit.
Yeah. You're gonna have to do more paperwork.
Hell yeah, you gonna do a lot of paperwork. You jump on me back down that hole.
What was your first culture shock arriving in prison?
The biggest lie in prison for me, culture-wise. Oh, you know, prison overcrowded. They finna start letting folks go.
Oh, man.
I heard that shit for 11 years, nigga. It
Bruh.
got crowded one time. They started putting niggas on the floor on me. Like, God.
Bro, you know, periodically them lies used to come through. I'm like, yeah, they about to do a massive release.
Yeah.
Man, by my 4th, 5th year, hey, man, go on up out of here.
I don't even want to hear no more.
Yeah, man. They ain't talking about me, man. That shit, it don't apply to me, man.
And then, you know, like TV, everybody can look at TV be thinking, you sit out in front of parole boy. I be telling folks like, nigga, the parole board is Dell, nigga, and HP. That shit computer printouts, nigga.
Nah, for real.
Your ass been got denied parole before you even got there and get in the cell, nigga. That shit, these motherfuckers, they be thinking you really going in front of parole board. Like, nigga.
That ain't how it works in Georgia. So, how would you handle, how would you more effectively handle the mental health population in the Georgia Department of Corrections, if you could?
The mental health part.
You got a lot of people that's diagnosed with all types of stuff, man, and they, you know, they gonna continue to do this stuff because it's the world that they live in. Mentally, they ain't there.
But do you ever notice something? That somebody be crazy, they play crazy, like we be in the dormitory.
Yeah.
Every time the officer come in, there need to be nothing for, fuck you goddamn officer, that'll be nothing up because you know he mental health.
Yeah.
But when that gorilla go down, the other inmates say, nigga, you better shut the fuck up. That nigga ain't crazy no more.
Yeah, he ain't crazy.
That nigga sit on the step and be like this.
Yeah, he turned it off.
Yeah, so a nigga know what the fuck they be doing. You know what I'm saying? Nigga know who to run that shit on.
Some of them folk be crazy for real, though.
Yeah, you got some that be crazy for real, but still, fear will make your ass get your thoughts right real quick.
Stuff. So right now there's a drug epidemic in the prison system. If you could handle it or take care of it, how would you handle it? Because most of the drugs is coming in, well, they coming in all kinds of ways. The police, drones, or would you handle it? Would you allow the situation to fix itself? Or
they locked up. I just build more fences and put a dome on top of that bitch.
Okay, so then what happens when you got a guy that come in, he coming in, he then thought it was a bright idea to steal cars with his cousin, and then he get put in the cell with...
I wouldn't put them in them type of prison. See, all the murderers,
yeah,
they gonna be there with the rest of the murderers.
So murder cell, that's the first thing you doing, separate
everybody by their crime so it won't be no whining. You can rob an old lady, we're gonna put you in there some nigga to rob some young niggas. But you're a robber,
So
you're a
you put the
robber.
murders together, the robbers together, the rapists together, the petty
Yeah.
crime together, and separate it like
Yeah, separate them. Let them do their thing.
okay. That actually might work.
That's like evening the playing field.
Yeah.
They're even the playing field.
Okay, so but what do you do about the influx of drugs in the system?
Put a dome on top of that bitch.
The dome ain't work for damn if the police walking that dope in.
No, it wouldn't even be no police in the motherfucker. I just build a big ass goddamn a circle, concrete circle. I built a big ass concrete circle. Put a dome on top of that bitch. You don't even know what time of day it is right now.
Now you sound like Trump. You know what? Like we ought to build a wall around it. Now you got that. I know we're gonna build a bigger wall and put the roof on it.
Put a roof on that motherfucker. And then all you do, only thing you need an officer for, just get them trade. They come up there and line up, get their trade. Guess how many niggas won't go to prison no more after that shit?
What's the scariest altercation you was ever in at any prison?
Not spit on the water, throw the tray on them. I ain't have a problem with inmates.
Cause they thought you would throw it off.
It ain't even. I ain't never had no problem.
I'm telling you, they thought you was throw it off. I'm telling you from experience. Cause I was like, this nigga be a bad enemy to have. I'm glad we fell on this because he gonna be the one. He gonna go and then he gonna go and then you gonna think he just talking and he dead serious and he got the track record to prove that he see. I don't know if this nigga bluffing or not. I gotta stick him. I'm gonna have to stick him.
But that my mama taught me how to survive in prison without even knowing.
How?
All my life, my mama tell me why they talking, grab something and knock the hell out of them.
Simple as that.
So I took that straight to prison with me. I ain't know if I know how to fight or not, and I went finna try it.
Yeah.
I think the first nigga I seen got hit in the mouth. I seen nigga, he snuck the nigga. He snuck a nigga from the back with the lock on his hand. Nigga turned around like, ooh shit, and hit the nigga back. I seen like 3 teeth go across the floor.
Damn.
I knew then. I ain't even fighting nobody head up. Ain't no head up, no one-on-one, nothing.
None of that.
Nigga. I used to be that nigga like, you win, nigga.
Yeah.
I let him have that, and I'm going straight to the phone. Mom, send me some money.
Yeah.
Get me a lawyer. I said, just do what I said. I get off the phone. I wait on your ass 2-3 days, get that mail, that goddamn store called in that bitch. Gone to the hole.
Do you think that the state of Georgia should have mandatory minimums?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That if you know what you're gonna get, you'll kind of know what not to damn do.
I committed armed robbery. I didn't know I ain't know nothing about no mandatory minimum.
Yeah, because they don't tell you. The nigga that teach you how to rob, they ain't gonna tell you the real part of it.
They don't
nigga
know.
that gonna do you're a juvenile, they gonna get nigga. Yeah. I did my crime when I was 16. You a juvenile, you ain't doing 18 months. I was laughing the whole while I was locked up.
Cause you thought that was true.
Yeah. I was in Atlanta Juvenile on Capitol Avenue. This juvenile looked like a federal penitentiary nigga. This shit had a big ass brick wall around it.
Yeah.
And I was in that motherfucker chilling. The Macon police detectives came to Atlanta to get me and my butt partner. Y'all get y'all shit, let's go. You going to Macon. I'm like, man, you can't take me nowhere, dude. I'm a juvenile.
Yeah, you trying to hide behind it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a juvenile. You can't move me. You can't move no juvenile. You know what I'm saying? Judge Hatchett. She be on TV. She don't let me go so many goddamn times calling my grandmama.
Oh, Judge Hatchett from Atlanta?
Yeah, she'd be the head juvenile judge. The nicest lady you ever want to meet.
Yeah.
She don't save my ass a million times. That day there.
Yeah.
Nigga, I never forget. And I said, y'all better go get me Hatchet. Cause everybody love me Hatchet.
Yeah.
She came out, she was crying for me. She said, I'm sorry, you don't, she basically said, nigga, you don't fucked up now.
It's over with.
It's over with. You don't, I crossed that line. Then when they had started making the juvenile, you commit an adult crime, they started crossing your ass over to Superior Court. Right. And now I was in that crew there. They made an example out of our ass.
Yeah, it's a whole population of people.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman is sexually violated, should she be forced to keep that child?
That right there, that's a hard one. Because it's her body. Now, why are you gonna make somebody keep a rape? They got to look at this nigga like the rest. They gonna be able to kill the damn baby. That nigga raped me. I got to look at your bad ass every day. You might grow up and be a rapist. That's a lot of shit to think about. So no, I don't think they shouldn't abort that. If you get raped, they should goddamn go on and get that fetus up out you immediately.
Mm.
I think they should do that immediately because that's a lot. That probably gonna mess up mentally, emotionally, every goddamn thing. Yeah, knowing this child goddamn came from a rape.
Do you believe in the death penalty?
100%.
Do you think more? I think I know that. Do you think more people should? Do you think more people should be executed by the state?
Yeah.
Why?
First of all, they're taking up too much bed space, especially in Georgia.
Your ass always doing the math on something.
Not that in Georgia. How in the hell you gonna give me the death penalty, but you got me on death row for 14 years?
Nah, for real.
Nigga, I'm gonna die from stress.
No, for real.
Every time you hear some clink clink, you like, oh shit, it is my day.
Time.
See that is insane. Soon you get a person deaf in that courtroom, they got 2 years to appeal it. Habeas corpus. Nigga, after that, soon we go in that courtroom, your shit denied. Take that nigga ass on the back and
okay, but what about the people who stay on death row and then they find something that they missed in the case 12 years ago, and then this person ended up being innocent?
How many people you know don't got off like that?
Maybe a handful.
It ain't even a handful because most of them just got natural life now. They get out the death penalty, but they still get natural life.
Yeah.
Kill me. What the fuck you on? What?
Some people don't want to do that though. Some people don't.
Yeah, I get it, but you couldn't even tell me that in the courtroom. We send you to death. I'm throwing shit at the judge. Fuck nigga, let's go now. Get this shit over with. Especially if I know I did the crime.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, get this shit over with, dude. Ain't nothing to talk about.
You have to have a license to drive a car, to fly a plane, to go fishing, to have a firearm. Why don't we have a license to parent?
Why we don't have a license to parent?
It seemed to me like before you are able to reproduce, you ought to have some type of certification.
But that's a good idea.
You got to have a license, a permit, or something.
Hell yeah, go through a psychological evaluation.
You got to.
Yeah.
Everything else that's important, you got to have a license to do. Even babysit kids, you got to have a license to babysit them, but you ain't got to have no license to make them.
But now they control the world though. They letting some of these retarded ass people have kids.
I don't think you can say retarded no more.
I mean, what the hell? But
no,
I can say
the R word.
I can say the he who and all that. Man, look, I'm from
the more tired you get, the less your word, your politicism, politics.
I ain't gonna never get political. I'm just gonna be. It ain't no crime to say retard.
But it's it's not politically correct. It's rude.
Life rude.
So I'm saying, what if somebody referred to you as like nigga or black boy?
I call folk niggas every day. Who the hell I'm gonna get mad because somebody called me a nigga? See, a lot of these people, I be looking at these young folk fighting in these videos. This black girl and the white girl arguing. See, that's the difference between like being locked up versus civilian. You understand if a motherfucker disrespecting you.
Right.
If you got a white boy, goddamn nigga, that you could tell by the way he said it, this how this nigga been talking all his fucking life.
Yeah.
So now, why these motherfuckers don't put the jumper cables on you to fight the motherfucker? That motherfucker just as hood as you with. They grew up in that environment.
So you saying it's all right for white people to use the N-word?
We don't just talking about freedom of speech. You say what the fuck you want to say. As long as you don't touch me, or you ain't in reaching distance, you ain't no threat to me.
That sounds good, but I can imagine you, because you be traveling all across the country. I can imagine you in California and one of these white dudes run up you and they ain't in tune with your ethnicity and they call you boy or blackie. What your response gonna be?
Goddamn cracker. I'm getting the same shit you say. But me, you think I'm gonna let a motherfucker trick me off the street for some words? You not your goddamn.
Hey, you know what, bro? It's different degrees of freedom too, bro. Cause I was talking to somebody, they were just like, okay, so Trump trying to, and I want to get your opinion, but I'm gonna finish this thought. Because Trump want to give ex-felons they right to bear arms immediately after they release. That's the new thing that's coming up.
They need it. The way the world is now, they need it.
I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you why. Going through a process helped me be a better thinker. When I say going through a process, you the reason why I got my pardon from the state. Cause you was like, once I didn't know nobody else who hadn't got a pardon from the state of Georgia. And you was like, I got one, such, 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 such. I had talked to you for years. And you like, man, fill the paperwork out. Fill the paperwork out. Then even with the license to carry, same thing. You were like, hey, and you know I got a bunch of work. You were like, hey man, shut up. Go on down there and get your shit. And I went down there and I got it. So what I'm saying is going through that process, my mind was developing because there was a time when I first came home within them first 3 to 6 months. I want to tell you that I was mentally where I'm at now. That's not true. I was still with the nonsense to one degree or another. You see what I'm saying? Had I had a firearm that I could have just readily got my hands on, we'd probably be having a different conversation right now. I'm saying that time and those expectations and me starting to operate from a position of integrity, it helped me be a stronger gun owner, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And had I had it when I first came home, I don't think I would have been that responsible.
See, my thing, like, I had guns from day one I got out of prison.
Huh?
Yeah, I was telling them, man, the world, I was living on damn Bankhead, Bolts Road.
I'm saying, so you was unlawful.
Yeah, no, the Georgia, is you can have a gun. You just can't conceal it.
Yeah, but you was a convicted felon. It's different.
Look, it's different when you don't have that motherfucker to catch your ass.
You know what? I did the math on that yesterday, bro. Look, this is what I said to myself. I say, I'm about to go. I was going to the hood, and I know I wasn't going to be able to take my pistol in there. So I say, if I leave my pistol in the truck, you got her along, but somebody could steal this pistol.
Yeah.
So I did the math on it. I say, do you want to have the opportunity for somebody to steal your pistol? Because that's the worst case scenario. Or do you want to be in a situation where you need it and you don't have it? I said, shit. If I need it, I want to have it. And I'm willing to risk whether somebody going to steal it or not. So I'm going to have to bring it on with me.
The thing is, I got a lot of guns.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't finna shoot no goddamn body. That's
Right.
being honest. I ain't finna shoot nobody.
Right.
A couple of years ago, somebody shot my car up on 675 just out the blue.
Huh?
You remember that shit? Nigga shot my truck up 12 times.
What?
On 75. Road rage incident. Because I didn't move out the way quick enough. Little young nigga got on the side of me that went to spray my car.
Wow.
And I had a gun with me.
You ain't shoot back.
For what? Everybody said, oh, nigga, I'd have been shooting back. I said, nigga, that go to show you ain't no thinker.
Yep.
I'd have been shooting back, but I would have been the one to hit the baby in the
wrong.
car seat. My bullet would have been the one to hit the motherfucker in the car seat.
That's how my mind worked, too.
See, that thing about being in the prison make you know how to think on your toes.
That's that black history now. Because now you support my fact. That's your black history.
No, that comes that hood think you got that.
Because all these dudes in the hood, these folk crashing, these people some of these people crashing out because I understand that if you come to that door, you ain't no threat. When you come in that door,
you're a threat.
Up. When you stop allowing me to have options, you get me in that corner. Yeah. Now you could steal something from me and you can be running away from me. And I can have a perfect aim. But if I shoot you in your back, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, you're going to jail. Like I wasn't even scared when the dude was shooting my car. I'm just trying to dodge call. I'm like, the fuck this nigga doing? It ain't that serious.
Yeah.
But I looked at when I first started hitting the shot. I did like this. Thought my kid was in the car.
Yeah.
Once I realized they were in the car, all my film went out the window. Cause I'm like, you gonna leave this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I like, yeah, I get to die before my kid die.
Man.
And that's crazy. I was thinking that while I was driving, but that's
I respect that. So let me ask you this, man, because it's the last day of March. I think tomorrow's the 1st. Atlanta is set to have one of the bloodiest summers that we've had in a long time in reference to our young teens, young adults, and just people who don't know no better losing their lives. What can be done to slow this number down?
Get them a job. I told they ain't got to do nothing but hire these kids, man. They're like, they got like, they try to use this mental ill. A lot of these kids, like I do foster care. A lot of these kids have ADHD.
Okay.
Man, you know, you put them kids at FedEx and UPS, they'll make a killer. Get them some boxes to stack. They be in there be like an Energizer bunny. ADHD, they good with routine shit.
Okay. The job sound good, but that ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna just magically create all these jobs for these kids.
Yeah, we know they ain't gonna magically create no job.
So these kids are gonna be sitting around. They just released Pooh Shiesty and NBA YoungBoy. They about to drop some more music. I call it killer music because soon as they music hit the algorithm, this shit about to shoot up. It's gonna get different.
Bring the Red Dog back. That'll kill all this shit.
They're gonna be your thumb there. It's gonna be the Red Dog.
I'm talking, these kids really be thinking they got it. Like, man, that was a whole different ball game.
Yeah, it was.
You had one rule with the Red Dog, dude.
Yeah.
They jump out. Don't run unless you know for sure.
And you got to be sure.
You got to be sure you gonna get away. Cause you don't.
Oh, you got one coming. A good one too. One you ain't gonna
never forget. Look like a jack-o'-lantern. All your teeth going out your damn mouth.
On the 28th of March, they say here Atlanta legend, but he died on his birthday. Young Scooter died on his birthday. They say that he jumped the fence, broke his leg. When he broke his leg, he hit an artery that was the blood artery, from my understanding, and bled out. Do you have any?
Why is that so special to us?
I couldn't figure it out.
I be trying to figure out. Such. I don't care if Marvin Gaye died. The fuck you telling me?
Because I spent a lot of time on myself. I said, bro, I got 5 text messages. They were like, the police just shot Young Scooter. So then, for me, I started thinking about what kind of contributions did Young Scooter made. I was like, shit, on the song, all the songs that he made was about selling drugs. I said, I don't remember nothing that this man did. And this is no disrespect to him and rest in peace to him, but I just started thinking, I was like, shit. This ain't no civil rights leader that we talking about.
For folks to have their own issues in their life, they were about the wrong shit.
It's like high school. It's like a popularity contest. You don't care about it, but it's like that with the police too. Because I don't understand well, I guess so, because they risk their life. But I don't understand where we let the flags down for a police officer to die. But shit, he killed 2 humans. He killed 2 other people. Where is they flag lowering?
Well, you know, all this stuff is all the game. Like with the police.
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice the police know who to kill?
I don't know what you mean by that.
You
mean black people?
No, people, period. How many billionaires been shot and killed by the police?
Probably none.
How many millionaires been shot and killed by the police?
Maybe Young Scooter. I don't know. I would assume that the number is pretty low.
Okay. I'm talking about like people that live a good life. Like they just be arguing with the police because they got all this money. Police don't kill them. And then you go to the Chicago. What's Chicago known for?
Drill music.
No, I'm talking what's the main thing in Chicago? Nigga, that's gangland.
Yeah, drill.
You don't see no police killing no gang member. You know why they don't kill a gang member? That nigga coming after their whole family. They know this shit.
They ain't doing it. We scared of the white man.
No, man, them police, have the police in the department probably gang members.
Yeah, that's how it's going now.
So, you know, they won't kill Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio because they got this money.
Right.
They won't kill a gang member because they know it's going to be retaliation. They kill the middlemen like me and you, the regular citizens, that ain't going to be like, fuck y'all and pull out no gun. We the one to get killed. So why you think they don't kill the millionaire?
I would assume that the millionaires position themselves in a way where they don't even have no running. I ain't nowhere near being a millionaire, but I know how to stay away from the police.
Why you think they do not, when they know this particular millionaire, why you think they don't shoot this motherfucker?
The repercussions?
You know the worst person in the world to deal with?
Who?
Insurance companies.
Oh.
You ain't got to worry about being crunk coming out there. You got to worry about Voya.
Yeah.
You got to worry about Fidelity. You got to worry about these the insurance lawyers. They gonna trump them police lawyers. They don't even want that fight.
You just drop one on me then.
Cause them motherfuckers got life insurance.
Yeah.
They got millions and millions of dollars life insurance. Them lawyers coming out of the police union, nigga.
Yeah.
Wrongful death.
Yeah,
because they ain't finna pay this motherfucker.
Right, yeah.
They ain't finna pay the family. They finna make the state pay all this shit.
Mm.
And then with the game. Why we ain't gonna shoot the game, man? We know this nigga a known game nigga.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna shoot this nigga because guess what? One of his friends might be in the apartment. Nigga gonna get this nigga my fucking home address, nigga. We coming through that bitch and spray the daycare up where your kids at. So they don't kill the game member, known game member, they don't kill the rich people. Violence, retaliation, and insurance company. And you know why police don't never get convicted for killing people?
Sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't.
They can convict the police every time they want to, but it's designed for them not to.
Right.
You know why though?
Because it's a racist system.
They ain't got nothing to do with race.
Yeah, a little bit.
No,
race.
no. That ain't why they ain't getting convicted.
Wow. Why?
What's murder? What is the definition of murder?
To take life unlawfully.
Okay, what's the definition of involuntary manslaughter?
To take a life by accident or
We fighting, and one of us actually die.
right.
That's involuntary. So if a police kill somebody and the prosecutor, which is on the police side too,
Right.
they go, we going for malice murder. How you gonna convict them for malice murder? That nigga ain't walk that straight out there, put on the uniform, went on the street, just don't call nobody. So how you gonna get him with murder? So all you gotta do is have one jury to say that ain't no murder charge, but get him involuntary manslaughter because he killed somebody.
Yeah.
He's gonna get convicted regardless.
Gotcha.
See, it's a game. It's all a game. We gonna ask for malice murder, murder 2, murder 3, and they know they can't convict no police or no shit like that.
Yeah.
Man. But they go to involuntary manslaughter, the motherfucker got to plea out off the rip. They go out plea out.
I've heard rumors that Keisha, the ex-mayor, what's her last name?
Keisha Bottom.
is going to run for governor.
Oh Lord, no.
What?
She can't run for no governor.
Why?
She couldn't run Atlanta.
She was running Atlanta.
No, she was talking about the same thing your girl Kamala had. The rappers are our heroes. Man, who wants somebody not thinking like that? I'm about 10, 15 years older than T.I. You think I'm gonna sit there and think that man smarter than me? And he ain't been through half the shit I don't been through.
I don't. I respect T.I.
I love T.I.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna tell me that he's smarter than me. I'm not going for that.
That ain't what Keisha said.
But she putting him on a platform.
Cause he's the voice. He is the voice.
That ain't the voice. Go get me.
He is one of the voices.
Go get me a lawyer. Let him be the voice. I don't want no comedian. I don't want no goddamn no rapper. I don't want no R&B singer to be my person representing me. Give me a lawyer.
That goes back to the old politics. Cause that's what the white men used to do. They used to put our entertainers in charge.
Exactly. They ain't got no entertainer. Garth Brooks ain't over there talking on their behalf.
What I will say in defense of T.I., because I'm a loyal fan, that in certain situations, I wouldn't mind having somebody like him to represent because he is gonna be a thinker. He ain't gonna go through that like a Quavo from Migos.
No, they don't say like he don't been through that prison system. His whole way of moving different.
Yeah.
And just like you see how he do his kid now. He get on their ass and they fuck up, be like, okay, you got to deal with the piper.
Yeah.
See, that's I like T.I.
Yeah.
But for somebody to put him as a leader over everybody else, like, what's he thinking?
He is a leader.
No, they ain't no.
He a business owner.
He a business owner.
That mean he able to get them votes in there.
But at the end of the day, he's the entertainer. It's all about money.
I don't know.
You familiar with Bankhead Seafood?
Yeah.
You used to go to it back in the day?
I done been by there, but that ain't really my thing.
I grew up right there.
Okay.
Bankhead Seafood?
Yeah.
The carry-out plate, $3.50. That thing full of fish.
Right.
Full of it. How you bring it back to the neighborhood? You don't turn this shit to a Bristol. $20 parking. $50 plate. You ain't brought no Bankhead Seafood back. You done made a franchise off a name that been
hard to get me to say something bad about T.I., bro.
No, don't say it ain't bad about it. Just saying bad about people that got money. You try to make it seem like they're a good example, a role model.
I think it. What about Killer Mike?
I don't even know nothing about Killer Mike.
Huh?
I don't know nothing about. No, call money again. Like I said, 3 seconds. Name a Killer Mike song. 1, 2. 3. My point exactly.
No, you said it too fast.
Now, how he won a Grammy? How he won Best Album of the Year?
You just went fast. You could have said anybody, and I would still have to think about it. But he got down by law. He got my mama did, her grandmama did. Like,
so you just a fan of his?
Nah, I've actually seen Killer Mike in different aspects. When I say that, listen to me. I seen Killer Mike and Big Boy down at the execution of Troy Davis. This is before I really got on hold to his music. I first seen him there. I was like, damn, he looked familiar. But I seen him like really like, you know, talking him and Big Boy was on some, nah, we ain't going nowhere, such and such, such and such. I don't know if that matter, but what I'm saying is these are voices, these are strong voices in the political realm. Do they have our best interests at heart? I don't know, but I would put my eggs in a T.I. or a Killer Mike basket before I would do some of these other people.
Put my eggs in a Big Boy basket before I do either one of them. The person that want to be loud and be seen is for a reason. You don't hear Big Boy out there making no noise out there. You don't see that.
That ain't his call. I think if you listen to Killer Mike, you listen to some of the things he say, then you might.
Okay, everybody talking good, but what are you doing as an individual?
Creating businesses, Bankhead Seafood, barbershops, creating jobs. He creating jobs in the community, and T.I. just opened up a
low income house.
Right.
Hey, you ever heard this saying?
And I done got paid by way of they rented one of my moonwalks when Tiny had the nail shop, and when King and them was kids, they jumped on one of my moonwalks. So I feel like the King brought money to the neighborhood. I was able to get some gas with that money.
Have you ever noticed dealing with people? They'll tell you what you want to hear, but not what you need to know.
Yeah.
Basically, okay, I'll let you work for me. I'll throw you a couple of crumbs to work for me, but I ain't gonna give you the money to start the business. You're the entrepreneur. You was out there with your moonwalk. Your customer service, I had the million like that. I was okay, look, dude, what you need to get a little further. What you need to do this.
You can't do everybody like that. No?
You can't do it, but at least once or something.
How we know he ain't did that? I'm pretty sure he done gave chances to all types of strippers and all types of shit. You don't know what type of endeavors that they got to do.
But that's like how Cat Williams was. They said that dude, he was just really blessing people.
Yeah, they say he still do that.
Yeah, see now I can rock with y'all. I can rock with Kyle. He don't want to be seen about it.
Yeah, but that don't mean that these folks ain't over here helping just as much. So I think it's safe to say that you would not vote for Keisha Bottoms.
No, hell no.
Mm-mm. So you think that who's in the house now? Is it Deal? Who's the governor?
Kemp. I like Kemp. Kemp pretty cool.
So you would re-elect Kemp.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this I don't know why I feel this way, but I would campaign for Keisha Bottoms if she ran for governor.
Want me to tell you why I don't like black politicians in Georgia? See,
black women politicians or just
black politicians, period.
Okay.
Because Georgia is really a black state.
Is it though?
It's popular.
Atlanta's a black city.
No,
Georgia is not a
no.
Black
You go
state.
Further south, it's black.
Listen, man.
But the thing is,
well, where is it black? Because what I'm telling you,
Vidalia, Albany, this all black stuff. You go down to some of the place, you still see cotton field, dude. For real.
Georgia, a white state.
No. Mm-mm. The thing is, when you got a black, anything Democratic, when you got a Democratic person in position in Georgia, it fucks up everything for us.
I don't know about that.
Because we are going after the wrong shit.
Okay.
We ain't trying to get funded for the right shit. We too busy going up. Here we go. We going to open a girls and boys club. Hell no. What the first thing DeSantis did down there in Florida? You see what he doing now?
What?
We're going to drop the limit for age for working. We don't got rid of the migrant. Now we finna let these motherfucking kids go to take the age limit down where the kids can work. See, them Republicans be trying to get everybody to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
When you put them black politicians in position, they about them getting money. Them and they little circle. They ain't trying to let everybody else eat. They get real greedy. They ain't trying to let everybody else eat, man. Kemp, first thing Kemp did when he got off, gave teachers a raise. Day fucking one. Like, man, then look at the roads in Atlanta. Atlanta got the highest damn tax you ever want to see. Ain't got the worst road. How is that possible?
So you satisfied with what Kemp has done?
Oh yeah, I like Kemp.
I'm gonna tell you a reason why, because I don't keep up with a whole lot of it, but I was under an administration that ran their judicial system a tad bit different. In reference to the Georgia Department of Corrections, I know people who are personally losing their lives daily, and it just seems like their problem is just being ignored. When I know some white folk that'll snatch you up by your collar and make sure that things will get done. I think that helps reduce recidivism. It helps with the rehabilitation process. And I just don't think that's taking
You
place
ever
enough.
heard of damage you do, damage you don't?
And break it down.
Okay, everybody complaining about all the stuff that happened in the prison, right? It may get hurt. Now they go in there and shut that bitch down. Then you gonna have another lawsuit. Why you hurt my son? Why you do this? Why you do that? It's a catch-22. Cause I was in there when Wayne Gardner came.
Mm-hmm.
He shut that bitch down. He shut the camp down, and then after they shut it down, here come the lawsuits. Y'all crying about we letting folks get hurt here. Then we go down there and shut this motherfucker down and whoop some ass. You crying about that too. So ain't no balance on that, but let them motherfuckers go and do what the fuck they gonna do. But kind of separate them by their crime severity. That'll kind of make it a well you can sleep better at night. You're a murderer and you got murder with some more murder. Okay, your ass shouldn't have been there. It'll kind of make you sleep better. But it's a damn you do, damn you don't when it comes to that shit.
Should a woman submit to a man?
I don't think nobody should submit to no goddamn body at the end of the day.
I asked that wrong. I was supposed to say, why do you think a woman should submit to a man?
No, I don't believe in that shit. Because if you submit to me, that means I'm responsible for your ass. You're like another damn child to me.
Are successful black men obligated to date and marry black women?
No.
How do you keep that how do you keep mustering up that legacy and that black girl magic? And
at the end of the day, you can't worry about
you
everybody.
got to.
You got to do what's going to make you happy. You get one life. I'm learning that shit every day now, dude. I got one life. Any girl I date, ain't anything I don't like about her, she gonna know it immediately. I'm gonna tell her.
So is that why you encourage your son to date outside his race?
I don't encourage him to do that. I told him to be happy. Do what you do, whatever make you happy. Do what you want to do for you. Don't worry about what nobody else say because ain't nobody else gonna be there to deal with your problem.
So you've never forbidden him from bringing a black woman to the house?
Hell no. Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, hell no. Nah.
All right.
He just so happened met a white girl. I don't ask my kid before, why you don't date them? I said, why you don't like them black girl? All they be doing is fighting every day at school.
That's not true.
But I understand that because here in the school predominantly black. So they gonna be fighting.
Yeah.
So I get that part there, but social media, man. When these kids looking at social media, looking at these women, like my son asked me one day, I said, hey man, y'all the cute hair. He said, with the makeup on. I wonder what she look like with it off. I'm like, damn.
Is a high body count a real deal breaker in 2025?
I ain't met no virgin, so I don't give a fuck. So I'm real keen, as long as a woman background don't cause me harm, like physical, somebody gonna hurt me. I don't want to hear about your background. I don't give a fuck. They ain't got nothing to do with me. That don't put me in no situation I got to worry about your ex coming up blowing my ass up. I don't give a fuck about the body count.
Can a woman have a real relationship with a man that's incarcerated?
Yeah, financially, yeah.
Nah, I'm talking about with love and emotion and caring and growth and evolution.
They go back to what we were talking about. Women love a good lie. Baby, you know I'm finna get out. You know I really didn't do it. They love that lie.
So you saying that every man that is in chain gang that has a relationship with a woman that he done met while he there, he lying?
No, I say the one that don't met the woman while they was incarcerated. There's some people that had girlfriend before they left the street and the girl holding it down.
Yeah.
Because they were the same dude that looked out for them when they was on the street. So that's like loyalty.
Yeah.
But when you man that's been locked up and he mean them like that, Nigga, you know the game. That's straight
It
manipulation.
look
Dude.
like love to me, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it look like
I
love.
think that if you weren't so bitter, maybe you'll see it a different kind of way too. I don't know, baby. Don't let love pass you by, man. Some of the listeners, man, y'all get in the comment section and see what's going on, man. But we need a female that's gonna come talk to this man.
But she got to be a female that's gonna be honest. Because one thing about a female, I don't give a fuck what color she is. They gonna go back and forth with you all day about any issue.
Yeah.
Because they listen to respond. They don't listen to think about it. And like I tell people all the time, when somebody say something you don't like, when they trying to give you some advice, before you respond, sleep on it. Because they might have saved your life.
Yep.
But they're responding up front.
I'm a firm believer in that, bro.
Yep, because get what? Any woman you put over here against me, she gonna go against me all day. But one thing for sure, answer that magic question. So you said it's okay for your son to be that nigga?
Yeah.
Oh hell no! They son exempt for all the bullshit.
Yeah.
That they gonna run on the nigga on the street, but they ain't gonna let no girl run on nigga. They son. Soon the girls will tell you, Mama, can you give me $50? I want to take my girl. She gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You ain't fit. She gonna pay her way, you pay your way.
Yeah.
She gonna teach him that.
Yeah.
But they gonna get on the camera and talk a whole different way.
Game.
So I say it don't even make sense how the people try to do that. They be sitting there going back and forth, man. Everybody gonna do the same thing. Man gonna be honest. She gonna go back and forth with it because that's what they gonna do.
Last week, there was an individual, I don't know what state it is, but they have conjugal visits. His wife came up there, and while they was in the conjugal visit, he killed her. What's your opinion? And then I found out at that same facility, last year they had a female that was unalive during this conjugal visit. Do you have an opinion on
that? I'm like, why is she going there fucking the nigga? Nigga locked up anyway. All this dick on
That's
the street.
That love. That's love.
A lot of women will play that game too because, like you say, all these drugs in prison now. Some niggas go to jail to make money.
No, for real.
Them niggas on there making money, taking care of families from prison. So a lot of these women, they rocking with them niggas because of that shit.
Would you consider yourself to be a love hater?
I just don't believe in love.
So
not in no relationship. I love my kid, but relationship, everything is based monetarily.
It's all about the money.
All about, no matter how you look at it. Anything you do for a woman, at the end of the day, piss off. She gonna tear your pockets off in the courtroom. She gonna say, you know what, nigga? You can have all that shit. I'm done. They ain't gonna do that shit.
Because they came for the money.
Exactly.